From the latest recovery rally for Dogecoin and cryptos and huge Dogecoin price prediction to all the latest data and updates, some very important things are happening right now, so let's talk about it. So first of all, we are now seeing that there is a slight recovery in the overall crypto market after the recent market-wide sell-off. We can see here that crypto prices have been trading in the green during the last 24 hours, and it appears that this is the beginning of a significant recovery rally. Bitcoin is now back above 40K, Ethereum is also trading above 3K, Dogecoin is now trading around 14 cents, and other cryptos are also showing some momentum. Meanwhile, we can see here that there is also some improvement in the overall market sentiment. We can see here that the crypto fear and greed index is now sitting around 27 points, and as a result, the market sentiment has shifted from extreme fear to the fear zone. So it appears that some positivity has been injected in the crypto market and things have now started to get back on the track. Now, we know that the U.S. Central Bank is unleashing its economic armory to battle rampant inflation that is causing the cost of living to skyrocket. Its monetary weaponry includes increasing interest rates, which increases the cost of borrowing and encourages more saving. The current interest rate is 0.5% following the first increase in 3 years of 0.25% last month. A 50 basis point increase is possible at the Fed's May 3 to 4 meeting according to Chair Jerome Powell. The long-term target has been 2%, but an accelerated push to 3% or more could have dire consequences according to economists. Meanwhile, we know that gold and Bitcoin are generally both considered to be stores of value or safe haven assets. Demand increases when there is an economic downturn, and with 8.5% inflation in the United States, that is not looking likely to change in the short term. So what it means is that the current macroeconomic environment is going to favor gold and Bitcoin along with other cryptos. And now, let's come to Dogecoin's current price movements and see where it is headed from here. So after the recent sell-off, Doge has started to trend again as it is now gaining some momentum. As of now, Doge is trading around the 14 cents level after hitting the lows around 13.5 cents the other day. Meanwhile, we are now seeing that the 61.8% Fibonacci resistance played out expectedly for Dogecoin after its price suffered a nearly 19% decline over 12 days. Sellers were quick to pull back the price point below 14.8 cents. And as the buyers start building up pressure at the 38.2% Fibonacci resistance, the price action could see an extended tight phase before a bull run. We can see here that Dogecoin's recent breakdown from its 200 exponential moving average pushed the price back towards the critical price level of 13 cents. This fall was preceded by a revival from its 4-month down channel breakout rally. The corresponding growth entailed a bullish crossover of the 20 exponential moving average with the 50 exponential moving average. So what it means is that it is revealing a gradual increase in buying force over the past month. And now, as the price traded around its near-term moving averages, the price would likely break into high volatility in the coming days. In the best-case outcome, a comeback above 15 cents would lay the foundation for a rally towards the 17 and 18 cents range. To top it up, the super trend kept its bullish position intact whilst the moving averages tilted north. Moreover, despite the recent pullback, the relative strength index swayed above its equilibrium. It appears that any retracements could find support near its trendline support. In such a case, Dogecoin could see a near-term lapse before a gradual recovery on its charts. On the other hand, the OBV accommodated higher peaks, whereas the price action took a plunge on its peaks in the last 11 days. This trajectory revealed a hidden bullish divergence, so it means that the buyers could find it somewhat easy to propel an unrestrained rally in the coming days. In short, giving due importance to the bullish divergence on the OBV and the 38.2% Fibonacci resistance, Doge is likely to see a setback in the short term before it surges towards the 17 to 18 cents range. Similarly, the movements of its near-term moving averages keep up the long-term recovery hopes alive. All in all, things appear to be nicely shaping up for Doge for the long term. Another thing is that while Doge is expected to move to the upside from here, we should also note that it shares a 30% 30-day correlation with Bitcoin. So keeping an eye on Bitcoin's movement would complement these technical factors, and this correlation may play a critical role in Dogecoin's future trending behavior. Now, another interesting update is that Indians are now heavily buying Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Shiba Inu amid a hostile environment and regulatory uproar for cryptos in the country. We are now seeing that several crypto exchanges in India are using peer-to-peer deals and direct deposits to overcome payment curbs imposed by the central bank, according to the Economic Times. The point is that in a peer-to-peer transaction, after receiving an order from a buyer, the crypto exchange shares the seller's account details with them. The buyer directly sends the funds to the seller's account, and the seller then moves the crypto from their wallet with the exchange to the buyer's wallet. This came after India's central bank's Unit National Payments Corporation of India disassociated itself from the exchanges using its services to buy digital assets. So while there is still regulatory uncertainty in the country, the positive thing is that millions of investors in India are now heavily buying Doge, Bitcoin, and Shiba via peer-to-peer transactions. And with that being said, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So we know that Bitcoin faced another sell-off recently as its price went below the 39K mark. But the good thing is that it has started to trend again, and Bitcoin is again reclaimed support over the 40K price range. While this recent drop was looking very bearish, some very bullish things were happening for Bitcoin. For example, as Bitcoin dropped to 39K, there was a growing bearish sentiment regarding its immediate price action. However, crypto analysts were considering it an excellent buying opportunity to accumulate. Mingyu Wu, a technical analyst on CryptoQuant, claimed that as the Bitcoin sell-off went on, a noticeable volume was seen out of spot exchanges recently. Wu revealed that whales may have bought out a large sum of Bitcoin because this size of outflow can only be made possible via checking top 10 Bitcoin outflow for spot exchanges. Wu saw the price range of Bitcoin between 37K to 40K as a critical accumulation phase which has been ongoing since March 2022 and urged investors to hold or buy the dips if they could. Previously, in the wake of scenarios where the outflow volume spiked as a considerable quantity of Bitcoin was being removed from exchanges, upward price action soon reversed the market's short-term bearish sentiment. Something similar transpired now as well since Bitcoin recovered all losses and even challenged the 41K range. Meanwhile, we have more and more confirmation that Bitcoin is under a massive accumulation phase. It's been just revealed that popular on-chain analyst William Clement is revealing that Bitcoin is going through a huge accumulation phase. William Clement says that despite Bitcoin's volatile price action, market participants are buying and holding Bitcoin at a historic rate. He is saying that underneath the surface, there is a heavy phase of accumulation on-chain. Exchange outflows have reached a rate that has only ever occurred 3 times before in Bitcoin's history, following March 2020, December 2020, and September 2021. And along with the massive exodus of Bitcoin from digital asset exchanges, Clement highlights that whales are also buying Bitcoin after unloading their stacks for most of the year. Moving on, we are now seeing that crypto analyst TechDev is saying that 3 indicators with a historical record of signaling Bitcoin bull runs are all flashing green at the same time. TechDev is highlighting that the Nasdaq's Relative Strength Index, plus Bitcoin's Vortex Cross Indicator and its 1-year hold wave are all necessary components of Bitcoin rallies. Vortex cross indicators pinpoint trend reversals, and 1-year hold waves measure the amount of Bitcoin that has remained dormant for more than 1 year. TechDev says that traders should take notice that 2 of Bitcoin's most important indicators are flashing green at the same time the Nasdaq's RSI suggests an oversold market. On top of the trio of indicators, TechDev says there's more for bulls to be optimistic about. He also points to both Bitcoin and the total altcoin market cap testing crucial moving averages as support, just as the US dollar index hints at exhaustion. A downtrending DXY traditionally implies strength in other assets, according to most analysts. So what we are now seeing is that all these indicators are now building macro bullish momentum for Bitcoin, and this is very bullish for it. And now, let's come to Ethereum for a minute. So we are now seeing that ETH is refreshing to a new high after touching the daily low of 2.9K to breach above 3K. Ethereum is currently trading around 3K with a bullish crossover. Moreover, the Ethereum price prediction is showing that it is breaking towards the moving averages, and it is now focusing on the 3.2K level. Meanwhile, co-head at Galaxy Digital Trading Jason Urban believes that Ethereum, like Bitcoin, has started to show some tenacity again. While it is yet to recoup its losses for the year, it is not too far away and has consistently outperformed Bitcoin as it journeys there. He believes that the renewed interest in the most used blockchain stems from the coming Ethereum merge. And now coming back to Dogecoin, we have just seen that its price is now moving to the upside while making a bullish divergence, so we can expect more gains from here. In any case, what are your expectations from Doge? Let me know in the comments section below.